welcome back. So, we're going to find out who's Gabby going to sit next to. Sayori or Monica? I almost said Natsuki, but that was the wrong girl.
I was literally about to say, I was like, wait, can I sit next to Natsuki instead? Anyways.
I'll get the cupcakes.
Hey! Let me try that again. Wait, what was the point? It was higher.
Yeah.
Higher. Hey, I made them. I'll get them.
Sorry, got a little too excited.
Then, sorry. Then, how about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori.
I love how the person that can't talk chose, I'll be the main character in a novel.
You chose this for me. Rude. Natsuki and
I
Yuri.
was going to voice it.
Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
Ooh, ah!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes.
Sayori looks terrified. Monica just looks like she's there.
Oh, I forgot who Sayori was for a second. Decorated to look like little cats. That sounds adorable. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears.
So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know.
Tell me, okay, right there with the little pointed tooth. It looks like she's like it's a vampire.
A little bit. Just hurry and take one.
If I bite you,
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow.
it's delicious.
Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. That was weird. Stop that. Was she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. I have to switch voices. So annoying.
Do you want to take care of
Shh. Why? Why are you thanking me? It's not like I... Haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said...
Now rise. She lowered him and she rose up.
Oh, I was very confused. Well, maybe. But not for you, dummy. All right.
All right.
I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set.
Sorry, the music's nice.
She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray.
What is wrong with you?
Oh, that's me.
I was about to say.
She popped up. I thought it was her. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
It really does.
It helps me go to bed.
I guess.
Hey. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. Loser.
Hey, that's not...
Insulted Yuri looks away.
Harumph. That was perfect.
I meant that,
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad. Took you forever to say that, though, you weirdo.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So, what made you consider the literature club?
I didn't. Sayori is making me. I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so...
Oh, sorry. That's okay. Sorry, Yuri was trying to be Monica. That is okay. Do not be embarrassed. We will make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Do you agree to the terms and conditions of the literature club? Freaking click the button!
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs.
That's fair.
It feels like nothing but arguing, but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. Shutting down. Restarting. I would much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. God, she talks. Shut up. But it makes school events like the festival, you know, the one that everybody knows about, that much more important. I am confident that we can all agree that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Your words are... Your reading ability is rubbing off on me. Right, everyone? Yeah!
We'll do our best.
You know it.
Yuri seems like the Eeyore in this group.
Oh, that's because you made her Eeyore. She's not an Eeyore. She's just shy and timid.
Well,
You
also
made
the
her
purple.
sound.
The purple.
You made her sound like Eeyore.
Okay, no. Purple, she's Eeyore. The Sayori, no,
Natsuki?
Piglet.
Sayori.
Sayori, Pooh,
I was gonna say Tigger.
Tigger, and then Monica is Reddit.
That works. That works. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Gapsworth, what kinds of things do you like to read?
I want to put a lisp on her now.
Manga. Well,
Lisp.
I was answering her question
Oh.
because I like the character likes anime. I was like, manga. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that.
It's hearing you.
Manga? Is it manga or manga?
I think it's manga.
I think it's manga too. Manga. I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess. You illiterate
Well-
turd.
That can change.
No, it can't.
What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds.
Remember that.
Okay.
The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me.
So she likes the emotion.
And telling a good story is such a foreign world and in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
So the way I'm gonna remember that is, she looks like she would read Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
Or,
With the emotion, I was going at ground pulp, but continue.
she said fantasy, which is Lord of the Rings.
Okay, just continue. 'Cause
Yuri
you got-
goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious. Yeah, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
That is you.
Nope.
But you know, I like.
Oh, God. Yuri, what's going on?
But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well.
See?
I guess. I'm gonna remember the fantasy thing more.
All
than
right.
I'm gonna remember that.
Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
Why do I feel like you're not talking to me?
Anyway,
She's just going on and on.
I've been reading a lot of horror
Lately. No, but it seemed like she wasn't
Stephen
talking
King.
to us. She seemed like she was talking to everyone.
I don't know. Stephen King.
Okay.
I read a horror book once.
I'm not gonna lie. In my head, I read that as, I read a horror book once, and I was.
I desperately grasp for something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Really, a rock. I would have expected that, Yuri. I would not have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you.
I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down or talk. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I can't stop laughing loud enough to do her voice. I hate horror.
That's you.
Oh, why's that? 'Cause you're a wuss?
Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. She's staring right at me. Never mind.
Never mind.
Look at her blush. They're all blushing, but she's blushing the most.
She's like right across the nose. She walked into a door. Again, Yuri's trying to be Monica. That is right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea? Because you're adorable.
Because you're so adorbs. You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud. And give that back.
Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. You're such a wuss. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Whoa, got really close there.
Sayori sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. Don't touch me. Also, that's the one that hurts. Please don't touch me.
Oh, God, I'm sorry. Don't touch me. I'm scared.
Well, just don't hug me. I'm scared. I'm not cute. This does sound like me. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? Oh! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them.
Probably not.
Not a very confident writer yet. That's a question. I don't know how to change that to a question.
I understand how Natsuki feels.
That's fair. You look really timid.
Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. It takes talent. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have a writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. Sad.
I sink to the floor.
I guess it's the same for you, Yuri.
I wanted to read someone's poem. Oh, that was a. I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment. Monica?
Waiting for the silence.
Monica!
Okay. I have an idea, everyone.
Dot, dot, dot.
Oh, wait. Oh, I was doing Yuri.
Dot, dot, dot.
There we go. Now it's right.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica.
Huh?
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own.
Oh dear.
Oh, dear.
Dear.
Then next time we meet, we will all share them with each other. This program is failing me. That way, everyone is even.
That's fair. You feel like saying anything for that? No? Okay.
Quotes.
Yay! Let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club.
Is this one of those harem games?
What? Harem?
That is what I said.
What is that?
Just keep reading.
Dating simulator?
That's yes, that.
Basically, yes. Isn't that right, Gabsworth?
Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem.
No, there is not. You lying sack of crap. What is that?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Don't look at me like that, Brandon.
Killed the non-believer. but
I'm sorry. I thought you were, cool.
Humph.
I'm gonna die. Gabsworth.
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this?
At this point, if you just hold them, their knees are probably just shaking like, God, this squat hurts.
They're not squatting.
What, they sunk?
They were probably on their toes a second ago. Because they were excited. That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club.
Now rise.
One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
Yes! I'm so happy!
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
I'm not touching you.
Thank you.
You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club.
And so on the next episode...
What's going to be the first poem?
Yes.
I really have to pee.